It's yetundevlogs. Vlogs.
Hi guys, it's been absolutely ages since I've sat down and just had a good old chat with you guys.
Yes guys, hi guys.
Imagine. Anyway, I want to do my wash day routine and also have a little bit of a chat. I watched Nappily Ever After, and so I just want to talk about that, you know, talk about the movie. It's out there now. I don't know if you guys have seen it on Netflix. So I want to talk about that and also show you guys how I do my wash day. Let's get into it.
Give her a little love, she may go home. Give her a little grain, she'll make a fist. Give her one out of your love and she'll give you a kiss.
Perfect. So I just heated up some olive oil. Before I do that, I'm just going to spray my hair. So I like to do a PreePoo when I've taken my hair out of a protective style, because normally it gets quite dry whilst it's in there, so it just gives it that extra bit of conditioning. So I'm using olive oil that I just heated up. And yeah, and also I like to spray water because it allows the oils to penetrate. So with Nappily Ever After, it is such a good movie. At first I was like, I felt like, it's one of those typical black movies, because you know that you kind of can guess the storyline before you finish watching it. You can guess what's going to happen, but it was a bit different, like, because I watched a little bit of it the first time around. I had like some friends over, but I didn't get to watch it. You know when you're hosting and you don't really get to sit down like everybody else because you're just too busy cooking and all that stuff. So I watched it again by myself and I actually really enjoyed it, and I got really emotional because I felt like I could actually relate to Sanaa Lathan's character. So I don't know if anyone doesn't know what it's about like a young woman that from when she was younger, like her mum pretty much prepped her to be this perfect girl. Like she had to be perfect at all times, you know, she had to have the perfect hair. She was never allowed to jump into the pool because, you know, obviously we as black women, when our hair is natural, if you straighten your hair and you jump into water, or even if you breathe near water, the hair just literally frizzes up. So yeah, so she couldn't be spontaneous because of her hair, really. And even at work, everyone knew her to have like this lovely luscious long straight hair. And you know, the guy that she was dating, you wanna go past? I'm standing there like police. So she was dating this guy and they'd been dating for like 2 years, and she wanted to go to the next level. She wanted to get married and have children, and he just didn't seem to be on the same page. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but that was kind of when the story really begins, and she kind of had to look into herself and just see the insecurities that she had. And you know, as black women, we have so many things, so many challenges like we face day to day that surround how we look. So when I was a lot younger, I used to feel like having straight hair was the best thing ever, because obviously that was what I saw. And you know, I always wanted my mum to relax my hair, and she always used to use all those baby relaxers, and it would never be bone straight like I wanted it to be. So when I got older and could go to the salon myself and could pay for it myself, that's what I did. You know, I was able to finally relax my hair properly. It was like luscious and it was moving in the wind. You know, I don't know. I think it's because, again, I think it's like the media, because you know, you have all these beautiful women, their hair blowing in the wind, and obviously, can this blow in the wind? It cannot. So like the mere fact that, you know, you can get your hair blowing in the wind and it just looks lovely, and you know, you can get that feel, you know, that was always more attractive to me then. And it took a while for I used to relax my hair and everything until I saw the damage it was doing to my hair. I feel like I'm not opposed to different styles. I think that's the beauty of having black hair. We can always do so much with our hair, but the limitations that are placed on us when we choose to have certain hairstyles is actually crazy. Because even when it comes to dating, I know that when I dated a guy, I went on a date with one guy and he actually invited me to a wedding of his cousin's wedding or something, and my hair was natural at the time, and I just like pinned it. I thought I looked cute. So when I saw him and he was just like, oh, what did you do to your hair? And I was like, oh, I just pinned it up. He was like, oh, okay. And that made me feel so like awful. It made me feel really insecure. And after I was thinking, what should I do to my hair? Like, it almost like messed me up, because I just felt like, oh my gosh, is my hair the reason why no guy I'm in a relationship? Is that the reason why a guy doesn't want to be with me? And that the film touches on that. It talks about how, you know, she kind of just looks at how she's felt, and she's felt like, you know, that your hair's had to be this perfect and it's had to look like this, because her mum made her feel like, you know, if you don't have this kind of hair, if you're not this kind of woman, ain't no guy gonna date you. So, and that for a lot of us black women, that's what we believe without even knowing it. So it just, I felt like it was just really great to touch on, like to watch that kind of movie, and you know, something that isn't normally regarded as important. It's just, we just deal with it kind of thing. So yeah, it's like, I really liked that they touched on that. I'm gonna just put my shower cap over my hair just to allow it to kind of steam about 5-10 minutes before I shampoo. So another thing that they touched on was like women in the workplace, like when so obviously Sanaa Lathan goes bald in the movie, and it's like, when obviously from having all this long luscious hair to being completely bald, it's like, what's going on? But it got me thinking about like corporate companies and stuff, like, and how, you know, I never really worked in the corporate world. I had little glimpses of it, and I never saw anyone that had like their afro out or had natural hair, to be honest. They ever had a weave or they had relaxed hair, and that's always what it's been like. And I've heard of other women talk about the pressure of looking a certain way in corporate environments, because if you don't look like a white woman, essentially, you will not get the jobs, you will not, and people will not like give you the projects and stuff. People want you to look a certain way. One of my old jobs was in London, was working in a secondary school, and there were times when I just couldn't bother to really do my hair, and I'd just gone natural at the time, so I'd just leave it in an afro. And you know, some people would make some comments, some students, or mainly like some of the staff would be like, oh, really, like, oh, your hair looks, you know, you look really, you know, very 60s, and you know, oh, that's that power movement. I'm just like, what does that even mean? And some of these comments will be from like fellow black people, and it's like, because my hair is in an afro, I'm suddenly rebelling against the system. So I feel like a lot of people feel like, oh, when your hair is a certain way, you must hold certain values, which doesn't, to me, doesn't make any sense at all. Just like when some people wear locks, like dreadlocks, and some people feel like, oh, that means they must smoke weed. Doesn't make any sense. Like, does not make any sense at all. Unfortunately, it's just like stereotypes, and you know, we have to not allow ourselves to give into those stereotypes. But again, it's hard, because obviously you want to work, you need a good job, and you know, but you also want to have nice hair. So I don't know, it's a tough one, but the movie really touches on those particular issues, and I just felt like it was fantastic to see that on the forefront. So big ups to Sanaa Lathan, man, big ups to her. So I have to take it off after, like, it's been like almost 15 minutes actually, and I'm gonna get ready to shampoo my hair. I'm gonna use this. Use the Creme of Nature Argan oil from Morocco. It's sulfate free. Can you see it? Okay, it's clear. Look, it's not clear. There we go. Yeah, the Argan oil from Morocco, and it's sulfate free, and it's reasonably priced, so I like to use it. So yeah, I need to get ready for my wash. Let's go and wash this hair. So hair all washed and dripping everywhere. I like to use a t-shirt to dry my hair most times, because towels really dry out your hair. So speaking of t-shirt, I want you guys to see my t-shirt actually that I'm wearing. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah. First I wrap my hair. It says free. Yeah, one of my friends makes the amazing t-shirt, so I'll put the link below as well. And yeah, so I'm gonna dry my hair, dry it, and I'm gonna condition it. So I don't have any conditioner, so I'm just gonna have to wing it today because I just had to wash my hair and there's no time to go to the salon. So I'm gonna use aloe vera gel and I'm gonna use coconut oil. So I'm just gonna mix them up together and that should be okay. That's the kind of concoction. I don't always use store-bought conditioner because these just do just as well, and most times I'm always changing it because I always try to find a really good one. So I like to try different things, but I always go back to my trusty things when I don't have anything else available. So yeah. Again, back to the movie. I wanted to say that one of the things that I also felt was nice to see was there's a child in the movie. Again, I think I said I wasn't going to spoil it, but spoiler alert! But there's, so the daughter of one guy that Nathan meets and everything, and she's just really lovely and cute, and you know, she's obviously has her own issues, and she's got this lovely natural hair, and you know, she's just obviously, and in the movie they're like, oh, why's your hair, you know, you got this raggedy ass hair, why's your hair like raggedy, like just basically like in the first instances they just insulted the little girl's hair. And I'm just thinking, man, it's crazy because that's what happens. Like people like will see a child's hair in its natural state and that, like, are you not going to do your child's hair, or why is this child's hair a mess? And it's like it looks good in terms of if you look at it properly, it's healthy and it's fine. It's just that it's not done in a particular way. And I know I've like spoken about like hair and stuff, like I've got a video, I'll put the link in this video. This was ages ago, just talking about my experiences with my natural hair, and I just find it really funny, like, I don't know, not funny, I find it worrying when people like stress over little children's hair. I just feel like it's something that that's the last thing that they need to be worrying about. You know, it's just, I think the best thing is to teach them to embrace their hair. Again, don't get me wrong, I'm not a natural Nazi by any means. I just, you know, I like to have a wig. I wear wigs, as you guys know, and I do all different kinds of things to my hair. I'm all for it as long as your hair is healthy. That's what I'm about. But in the same regards, I feel like it's important to teach children from a young age to love their hair, you know? As stressful as our natural hair can be in terms of taking care of it because you want it to look good, you need, like, I think it's important for us to teach children from a young age to love their hair in its natural state. So that's what I intend to do. That's what I'm doing now with Vera. So yeah, I think it's very important. I think it's very important, very important. So that's all done. I'm back to the shower cap. So I have this fantastic steaming cap that I bought online. So just literally just plug it in and steam away. So it steams a lot quicker than just putting a bag over my head. So I put the shower cap and then I put it inside actually. Although it's pretty much, I've had it for a while though, so it's pretty old, but it does the job. Steaming, I go. Steam, steam, steam. So ready to steam. So I have steamed my hair for about half an hour and it is ready to come out. So before I wash out the conditioner I use, I like to detangle my hair. So as it's already in sections, I'm just gonna use a brush, regular brush, and just brush it out. Just makes it a lot easier to handle afterwards. So I start from the ends and then I work my way in. The thing is, I just thank God for YouTube, yeah, because I know that when I was younger, it was so hard. I didn't know how to look after my hair. I never knew that I didn't know how to look after my hair then, because I just knew that doing my hair at that time was just so painful and I hated doing my hair. So that's why I just felt like I had to have relaxer, because that was the only way to manage my hair, and I felt like that was the truth for a lot of people. But now, in this age of technology where, you know, people can share their knowledge and their own experiences, there really is no like excuse to say that, oh, I don't know how to look after my hair, because it's there at your fingertips if you really want to. If it's just that you want to do something, and that's fine, like, but to say that you don't know how to do something, my dear, this is the age of technology. They're like candy floss. So I'm just gonna rinse it out and I'll be right back. Okay, so my hair is nice and rinsed under the towel from my shoulders because the hair was dripping. So we rinsed, back with the t-shirt. If your t-shirt gets soaked, so I like to just do like that sometimes, just to prepare my scalp, just massage it really. I haven't got anything on my hands, I'm just massaging it. Ooh, yeah. To be honest, my hair feels so soft, so I'm telling you, the aloe vera gel, coconut oil mix is amazing. So my hair feels really soft and manageable. So I'm going to style it and I'll show you guys how. I'm just going to do it in a quick style because I'm going out and I need to hurry. So I'll be using the Sheer Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner itself. There we go. And on top of that, I'll be using the Sheer Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie. I use this as my moisturizer. Because my hair is so thick. I always need as much moisture as possible, and these two really help. I'm gonna add some more olive oil on top of that as well.
When you know, say you're beautiful.
People ask me like, what is it like having natural hair? Is it easy? I'm always honest, it is not flipping easy. In fact, it's so hard. I feel like when I had relaxed hair, it was a lot easier because I just used to go to the salon. I couldn't even wash my hair at home by myself. I would have to do it at the salon because obviously, you know, with like relaxed hair, there's a way that they'll do it, like they'll treat it. And then, you know, the treatment, it then helps the hair to stay flatter. And then they, you know, I used to like put my hair in rollers because I didn't always want to put too much heat, like straighten it. So that would then allow them to, it would allow my hair to stay down flat. So yeah, I used to spend a lot of money and time at the hair salon. But one thing with natural hair, it's allowed me to like really get to know my own hair. And yeah, and I can say that I like that I'm learning my hair, because I've done so much to my hair. I'll show you guys pictures of the different styles, and I'm just happy to just be able to do my hair myself when I want to, and do other things to it and not get worried, because I used to get stressed. I would get stressed when like I had like a big event or a party or something, and I'm making it to the salon, and I'll spend like 4 hours, 5 hours in the salon. You know, wash day, as you can see, is not beans either, but I feel like it's a little bit better. It's not too bad. I'd rather do it myself sometimes. I don't mind going to the salon, but I like the option to do it myself as well. You can see, just doing it into like a French plait. I don't know how this French plait is looking, but you know, one is trying. I think I started too far back, but it's all good.
Look inside and see.
this is not the style I'm going to actually leave it in. I just like to put it in a preliminary style just to allow it to dry, and then afterwards I will restyle it. As you can see, this is not the hugest. I needed a preliminary style to do first, and I should come back and show you guys how it looks once it's dry. So I'll see you guys in a bit. And that's it, guys. I know it's nothing spectacular, but this is easy for me right now to just go. I need to hurry. Alright, bye guys, bye.